As we know, the order was given to he was given this broken shield and knife. When he chased Joe Dark, he pulled out this knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. The broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation. But that can't be. Oh, and why is that? Why not, mister? What do you mean? I mean, managing the knife would have been Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Oh. Oh! That's true. What's going on? And he was stabbed in the back! It seems that Mr. Wright has a bit to hold it. Wait, I remember now. I remember everything. Witness, Mr. Edgeworth. What is it? Could you show me your evidence list again? I knew it. This picture. I'm the one who drew it. What? You drew that? That's right. This list wasn't torn in half at the time. I drew this picture. Last time I've been trying so hard to forget. It must be like this part of it way inside me. Deep inside me. Perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness's testimony. Would you please tell us what you recalled, Miss Sky? Yes, Your Honor. First the knife mix-up, and now the blue badger. This should be interesting. When I saw the man use his knife, panicked and rushed towards the both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then I saw another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. This certainly is most unusual. Try impossible. The chief of detectives hadn't even designed him until this year. That would mean he didn't even exist 2 years ago. Stop, please. Don't pursue this any further. I don't want to have all my secrets stretched out. I'm guilty. Lana? What's the meaning of this? Please remain sitting in the defendant's chair and let Mr. Wright and Mr. Edgeworth do their job. So I can hit my confetti button right over here to celebrate that you have been proven innocent. Or do you want me to hit this button that will release the tape the mechanical arms to force you into your chair and tape your mouth shut? But you can't do this. I've already confessed to the crime. Why can't you just leave it at that? Because they're doing their job. Chief Prosecutor Sky, we've already come to this far. It's too late to turn back. Silence! The defense will now begin its cross-examination, and Lana, you will shut up! Or I will press this other button that will release the tentacle monsters. And we don't want those. This is not some hentai game. We don't want them out. Not yet. It's finally getting to the core of the matter. We have something that could work for this. That's... Mysterio Spoon Badger, in fact, was this pie. But what exactly is that? It's some type of jar. But Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like the Blue Badger. Indeed, it doesn't. Just as it stands, it's a plain jar. However, if we would change our viewpoint... Our viewpoint? I'm trying to do it. I'm trying. Well, is it a miracle? Is this a miracle or what? No one can possibly deny this jar resemblance to the blue badger. No, it can't be! Order! Order! The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious blue badger witnessed the day on the crime is actually this. Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question remains. To the point. What do you mean? So, that badger thing was actually just a joke. That doesn't change anything. Oh, but as you see, it changes everything. Indeed. Very well then. Please tell us, what difference now do? Allow me to take these into. At the moment of when I saw this jar, a very specific angel, I might add. Yes, knowing this, where could she have seen this jar? Where? The location of where the jar is shown in a picture taken on a certain day. It's on a shelf in the office of Damon Gant. But the body was lying near Atlanta Sky's death. The witness testified so herself. They were sharing the office. The two were sharing the same office, and these two facts that reveal that what actually transpired. You see, struggle between Doc and Marshall did not take on place in Atlanta Sky's office. Happened on the other side of the room in Chief Gant's office. They dragged the body over. Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body from Damon Gant's side of the office to Atlanta Skies? Yes. Why would he do that? There's no reason. Oh, all the evidence in the world. Exactly. If there was it wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble. The only logical conclusion is if there was a reason. Do you know the... Please recall the witness. The man away holding the knife. Hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying? That would have been the impact the man made when he was knocked into the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to this picture once more. If the man and was knocked into the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would have been hit? Ah! The suit of armor holding a very sharp, dangerous-looking sword. Yes. It says the man holding the who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife. He would have been Neil Marshall, wielding the King of Prosecutors trophy. No, Mr. Wright, you can't be thinking. Yes. There's another possibility of what actually transpired in the room. Another possibility? Of course, the perpetrator wouldn't have had no idea, but nonetheless, I don't know if I can go through with this. Mr. Wright, what's the matter? If the events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming that man the MS guy knocked away is actually Prosecutor Neil Marshall. I did a boo-boo. You mean I did a boo-boo? Mr. Marshall died because of me? I did a boo-boo? Oh, no! I didn't mean it! I didn't mean to! I never imagined her testimony would lead to this. So it was the witness who took the victim's life and proved it so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented. I didn't mean to. What? What are you saying? I'm sorry, Miss Sky, but given the circumstances, Joe Dark murdered Prosecutor Marshall. How could you think it was Emma? How dare you try to earn the crime on her? Imagine that coming from you. If you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago on my case! I am going to put you through the ringer with his help. And I'm pointing at Phoenix with this. And the reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out what Emma did, wasn't it? I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to get anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're going to have proof. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence? I'm willing to bet you don't. Yes, certainly. Yes, it would be difficult to prove this with evidence. Well, if we don't have evidence... Both parties involved on the case are dead. We certainly can't get to the dead people. Especially not with Maya here. This is a wild goose chase from the beginning. Touché, Miss Sky. Of course, that only leaves us with one possibility. You mean there's still another possibility? What do you mean? Did somebody turn off my mic? I was saying, do you have any speculation, Mr. Edgeworth? I mean that there's a possibility the victim left us a message. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his... and unfortunately, we don't have any phase that can get us the information. So we have to do the next best thing. That's impossible. Even with a Fae. Well, Mr. Wright, This is the only possibility left to you. Message from the deceased. It is in the evidence. Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister is a murderer? She did it on accident. Do not be mistaken, Miss Sky. To accuse them of any crime. The only thing we seek is the truth. And no matter how painful it may be. He has proven my innocence. I owe him at least a little bit of help. Well now, Mr. Wright. Can you prove? This? This is the message of... This is a blue badge from before. Oh, he's gonna speak because... Forgotten that this is just... Message left here is on the surface of the jar. What do you mean? If you may. Blood on the jar. But looks like somebody wiped the blood away. Yes, but notice, for some reason, some of the blood is still there. So what you're saying is these dots were once lines. Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used the few precious moments left to leave a message. One that someone apparently wiped away. But blood must have seeped into the jar, where the lines have changed direction. Precisely so. All we need is to connect and all will be... No! Mr. Wright, what kind of message did... Your Honor, I believe the bloodstains reveal... one thing... What is his name? Alright. Okay. I've never thought it would turn out like this. Emma. So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind. Of all people, she may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life was Emma Sky. Seaworthy, can't say I didn't warn you. Chief Gaunt, do you understand what are the implications of what you've done? What are you talking about? 2 years ago, Joe Dock was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in that case, were you not? Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction. God! It was your... but Joe Doc really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable. I'm afraid that's not important. I'm afraid that's not important. Didn't you know we aren't defenders of justice? What? We're merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter, even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery. Ultimately, the responsibility falls upon the prosecutor in charge. Despite anyone may say, this fact can't deny. What's going on at the... I have sent an innocent man to his death. Order, all of you shut up! It's time to release the tentacle monster into the exchange. The careful player. It's still under. No one knows. And we'll see you all in the next video.